At 9, he was left for dead, only to awaken from a coma paralyzed. But he recovered from a seemingly hopeless state of body and mind. Bradley Quick is here to share with you his path from Skid Row junkie to successful talk show host, author, mentor, and motivational speaker. If you're looking for a better tomorrow, if you want a positive evolution, or if you're in need of a quick fix, you're in the right place. Now kick back and get ready for the top experts in the field of body, mind, and soul. Here on the Quick Fix with Bradley Quick. Purpose, power, motivation.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Quick Fix on Cool Change Radio, your home for positive answers and the place for you to find that life and health solution that you've been looking for. We're right here right now to inform you to the latest life enhancement techniques in many different areas, including health, fitness, nutrition, psychology, finance, weight loss, and a whole variety of other wonderful and life-empowering topics. Today's show is brought to you by the Cool Change Foundation. If you're fond of our show, if we brought you some breakthrough solutions, or you just want to help us stay on the air, please donate today. Think about it. We save you, we save the kids, we save the family. Everybody gets better. Everybody gets better. The world is a better place. It doesn't matter how large or small your donation is. It's 100% tax deductible. Besides, do it right now at www.thecoolchangefoundation.org. That's thecoolchangefoundation.org. And remember, it's time for a cool change with the Cool Change Foundation. Welcome, everybody. My name is Bradley Quick. I'm here to discuss solutions with you. I'm here to talk with you about having a better life experience and becoming the best you that you can be. Our guest today, are you ready for this, is Catherine Norris, creator and host of the show, The Cures in the Kitchen with Katie. I just want to sing that, The Cures in the Kitchen with Katie. Here today to talk about foods for healing degenerative diseases. Katie, are you ready to have a good show?
Absolutely.
We're going to come right back with you. We're going to have a great one, okay?
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, everybody. Thanks to all of you for joining us on CoolChangeRadio.com, BradleyQuick.com, and on Facebook.com. As you know, you can catch all our live and recorded video shows and interviews on those sites and many other websites. And as always, you can listen to our archived audio interviews, hundreds of them, your favorite topics, favorite experts, and favorite personalities at BradleyQuick.com. That's BradleyQuick.com. Later in the show, former Mr. Universe Paul McDonald will be with us talking about fitness and healthy living in the Getting Fit with Mr. Universe segment. That's all going to happen shortly, so stay put. And make a note, if you'd like to chime in with a question for my guest today, just send an instant message on coolchangeradio@yahoo.com. That's coolchangeradio@yahoo.com. Instant message, me or the guest, all right? And keep in mind, we're right here right now to inspire your life, to resolve issues in your career, health, and relationships, to empower you to be all that you can be. All right, her special interests are in health and wellness, as well as alternative therapies, including manufacturing natural products to enhance your health and wellness. Joining us now on the Quick Fix here on the Cool Change Radio and TV Network is the creator and host of The Cures in the Kitchen with Katie, Katie Norris. Katie, welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's so great to be here, Bradley.
It's always
I love your show. It is so much fun. You got the best energy.
It's always so much fun having people like you here. So it's really important what we're here to talk about today, though. It's foods for healing degenerative diseases, right?
Absolutely.
Because everybody thinks that just the word degenerative means that it's over.
Right. And
so people perceive thinking of degenerative disease, it's all over.
You're so right. I never actually really thought of that, but you're right.
That's what I'm here for.
Right on. No, you're right, because I think what we're seeing out there is that about 70% of the population is suffering from some type of chronic degenerative disease out there, and they don't really know what to do about it, actually. I mean, we're talking about heart disease, vascular disease, strokes, that's reaching about 1.5 million of our people, and over 500,000 people die a year from that.
And
Same thing with cancer.
Know that, but when they told me once I had 2 degenerative discs in my neck,
right.
They said that means they're gone, they're going, they're almost out here. They're not going to. They wanted to operate and put 2 discs in my neck.
Right, like spacers.
Exactly,
spacers, right.
and I was just blown away by this whole. I went into total depression, thinking that life's over. Right? They didn't say there might be an opportunity for it to come back.
How about regenerative discs? Can these be regenerative discs?
They didn't say anything like that. Okay,
right, exactly.
And all of a sudden they came back, and I didn't have that operation. But the whole point was that the medical community was telling me I needed to do this because there was no hope.
Right, and that's how I think what they're based on, really, don't you think?
Of course it is.
It's the very, when somebody says the big C word, you're like, oh my gosh,
you're talking about
I'm
cancer.
Gonna die. Yeah.
That cancer can be fixed too, but the whole point is that we can go in, and what you're saying is with the foods we eat, what we put inside our system,
right,
is not necessarily a pharmaceutical. We can change
no.
everything. We can turn degenerative into regenerating.
Absolutely. That is my whole, that's what I love about you and your whole radio show is because you are always like turning poison into medicine. You're always like, how do we turn this around? How do we, and that's how I really believe we should be looking at everything. No matter what it is because it's like, what's the missing parts? What do we need to change in order to get back what we're losing? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that's what I'm here for.
You've got that.
Right.
You do all kinds of great stuff like that, and this is a global epidemic we're talking about.
We're talking about so many global epidemics, from osteoporosis to diabetes to cancer to heart disease. There are so many. As a matter of fact, iron deficiency is one of the biggest deficiencies in the entire world. That's the number one deficiency, believe it or not. And even a slight iron deficiency can put terrible pressure on the heart. And so why wouldn't heart disease be our number one killer? You know what I'm saying?
You brew all these concoctions up at Energy Essentials, don't you?
We do. I work on it. I work very hard on it because, I have been so fortunate.
Energy Essentials being your mother company.
Yes, exactly. I've been so fortunate to be blessed with a, it's a genetic blood disorder, and I was supposed to, my son was supposed to die. I gave it to my son.
That's just a great thing you said right there. I've been blessed with a genetic blood disorder.
Yes, absolutely.
You were blessed with it. Why would you perceive that as a blessing?
I didn't know for years, and I was sick my entire life. As a matter of fact, these are my best years of my whole life. I was so sick my entire life, and I lost boyfriend after boyfriend because they were like so sick and tired of me being sick and tired.
Right?
Exactly. And it was like, what? Wait a minute, this is crazy. But the thing is, the truth was, I was in such severe pain, and everything felt like it was. Eventually, everything was like failing in my system, and I would try to find different things. I couldn't eat like everybody else. And so when I actually had my children, they, unfortunately, they got my genetic blood disorder also. And they said actually my son would actually die from it by the age of 2. And so I've really worked very, very hard to find the foods, that, because when I worked at the Norris Cancer Center, I know I told you about this before, but Linus Pauling, who won 2 Nobel Prizes, and Norman Cousins, they were my proteges, and they were the ones who would say, tell me about different foods that were so incredible for me, like asparagus.
Let's make a note here. Your son was supposed to die by 2?
Yes.
And how old is he now?
He's 14, almost 15.
14, and is he healthy today?
He's doing amazing. Here's the thing: is he's going through a stage right now. Between 14 and 16 is the tough ages, right? I guess for boys. But the thing is he is. I have to be on him to eat incredible. So I'm behind him everywhere, every step he makes.
That's standard in society today, though. Okay?
Yeah.
But my
because
point,
he can't afford not to be. But he's good because of that.
Because you took the bull by the horns and said, "What's going on here?" And then what? Take us to the next step. Then what happened?
I didn't allow him to go into the junk foods. Well, he still does a little bit, but there's a really good balance there. You know what I'm saying? And so I would find all these amazing superfoods or foods that are actually we should be eating on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying?
Of course. That
should be from different spices, different nuts and seeds, and different grains, and how they're processed, and different different fish. They got to get the right kind of fish. You got to get. You know what I'm saying? You got to know what it is you need to be eating if you're having a symptom in your body.
And now we even need to know what water, what region it's out of.
Are you kidding right now?
Yeah.
They say that we're so contaminated now because of this Japanese, the big quake in
but even
Japan.
Before the Japanese thing and long after that, we should know what region of water or country it's out of. It be grown in, right?
Exactly.
Because now even organic's not organic, is it?
Well, they've proved that organic can be genetically modified and stuff, but we really have to fight that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a very scary place to be in. Because what hope do we have? Because genetically modified foods, are they're the antichrist too. You know what I'm saying? They're like the antichrist.
I'm not all that smart, but what is genetically modified food?
I like that you asked that. These are, they've been genetically modified. These are foods that they've gone into the labs and they've altered, and they've used these organisms in there to maybe fight off maybe if they've got diseases or different organisms or whatever. But what's happened is these organisms are actually causing terrible diseases in human beings. And we have all, if you're eating corn chips or anything like that, you can probably be pretty much guaranteed that you're having a genetically modified food. If you're, sugar beets that they use for digestive enzymes, they've done that. Now they're saying alfalfa, which all our chickens and our cows and everything are eating that, so they are going to pass it on to us. So it's really, it is a very scary place to be right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, we're almost done with this first segment, and we had this is such a great conversation.
I know it is.
But I want to take this epidemic that's happening in vascular disease, heart disease, strokes, cancer, diabetes, osteoporosis, inflammatory disease, arthritis, MS, aging, obesity, all that stuff.
Yes.
Where they'll put you on 15 or 20 different pharmaceutical drugs to
right.
deal with it, and you'll still
At
die.
least.
You'll still die.
Exactly.
Right? I want to get into how we can do this through real food.
I like that.
Yeah, well,
I like
of
that.
course you
You
did.
know
That's what we're here to talk about, because that's what Energy Essentials really does.
Yes, exactly.
And when your television show, Cures in the Kitchen with Katie, Cures in the Kitchen with Katie, Cures in the Kitchen, I know,
Katie.
Cures in the Kitchen with Katie, speaking all the health lingo.
Right? Oh, that's so awesome.
So
I love it.
I want to talk about, you will demonstrate in your show, right?
Mm-hmm.
How you stuff in the kitchen, spices, herbs, etc. You can put together and help this stuff like you did with your son.
Absolutely.
Right? When the medical community said it was over.
Right.
It was over.
They
for
said
you.
He's going to die by 2.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Well, you're so smart. You're so wonderful. I'm so happy you're here.
Thank you.
This
Thank
is just
you.
amazing. Amazing. Stay put, everybody. If you got a habit you want to change, what is it you want to do differently to better your life experience? We just might have the answers for you. I'm here with Katie Norris, creator and host of the show, The Cures in the Kitchen with Katie. You can check her out at www.curesinthekitchen.com. That's curesinthekitchen.com. This is the Quick Fix on Cool Change Radio. We're broadcasting live from Freddie Segal Studios. My name is Bradley Quick, and we'll be right back.
There are self-help seminars costing thousands of dollars guaranteeing miraculous transformations. There are compelling speakers and life-changing weekend experiences where you can walk on fire. They all deliver revelations that guarantee you'll come back for the more expensive revelations filled with even greater wonder next month on Fiji. We get addicted to positive, heartfelt, expensive theater. What we really need is a jumpstart, an awakening, someone who can give us a reminder that everything we need lies within. Through inspiration and practical knowledge, Dorothy Donahue helps people get grounded and motivated, inspired and energized. It's not just words and affirmations and the power of intention. It's a mindset brought about by a tangible, transcendental experience, an audio-visual, physical, spiritual experience that helps us realize we transform ourselves. We get tools to become the conscious co-creators of lives of unlimited potential. Find out more. Go to DorothyDonahue.com. You're listening to The Quick Fix with Bradley Quick. Purpose, power, motivation. We'll be right back.
I'm Melody Beattie, author of Codependent No More. 7 times more Americans have hepatitis C than AIDS. I'm one of them. If you're one of the millions of Americans with hepatitis C and your doctors are treating you with interferon, then you're clearly aware of how your life has been turned horribly upside down. Backed by huge pharmaceutical monies, the medical community swears there's only one dangerous, disabling way to battle this silent killer. It's not true. There are alternatives, and they work. Triumph Over Hepatitis C is a book written by best-selling author Lloyd Wright, who fully recovered from this frightening disease. Lloyd is helping others to take charge of their lives and fight for their body's freedom from this crippling illness. His program is working for me. Call the people at Hepatitis C Free now at 866-HEP-C-FREE. That's 866-HEP-C-FREE. Don't become another medical statistic. Find out the truth about hepatitis C and get your life back.
Get your copy of Triumph Over Hepatitis C at Barnes & Noble and at hepatitiscfree.com. Call 866-HEP-C-FREE.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. You're listening to The Quick Fix on Cool Change Radio, your home for self-improvement and a place for positive change. I'm Bradley Quick, and we're right here right now to help you gain the upper hand in becoming all that you want to be. I'd like to give great big thanks to Fred Siegel and our friends at YouTube and Google for the financial support that our new hit channel, youtube.com/Cool Change Foundation, has brought to our supporting charity. And thanks to Kin Sheets for creating our YouTube Cool Change Foundation channel. That's Cool Change Foundation on YouTube. We're pushing 1 million views to date. That's 1 million views, all because of you. And thanks again to Fred Siegel, YouTube, Google, and Kin Sheets. That's buzzbros.com, BUZZBROZ.com. For all of you just joining us on coolchangeradio.com, facebook.com, and bradleyquick.com, welcome. Cool Change Radio would like to welcome our new talk show host, Dr. Doug Lear, the Dr. Doug Show, airing at 3 p.m. Mondays. Interventionist Elaine Baker with her new show, People Who Make a Difference, airing Wednesdays at 11 a.m. And entrepreneur Gary Cornegay and his new show, Entrepreneur Academy of Leadership, airing Thursdays at 2 p.m. starting in June. I do look for a new lineup here on coolchangeradio.com, including coaching couples on the couch, and much, much more. That's couples coaching, believe it or not. You can join me at Recover Yourself with Lee McCormick and Emily Greaves in Teotihuacan, Mexico, this July 14th through the 19th. Recovery is not about becoming someone else. Recovery is about reconnecting to the truth of who we really are and always have been. Lee McCormick is the founder of Spirit Recovery and the author of the Spirit Recovery Meditation Journal. He's the creator of The Dreaming House and leads workshops all over the world. Emily Greaves is an artist and healer dedicated to helping people find connections to the divine in their lives. She's lived in Teotihuacan for the past 10 years and is intimate with the local community as well as the energy of the pyramids. That's Recover Yourself with Lee McCormick, Emily Greaves, and me, Bradley Quick, in Teotihuacan, Mexico, July 14th through the 19th. You don't want to miss this, and it's all yours for only $9.95 plus airfare. That's $9.95 plus airfare. For reservations and information, please visit www.spiritrecovery.com. That's spiritrecovery.com, and click on the Journeys link. The experience at Teotihuacan is an opening to see through the fears, limitations, beliefs, and stories of who you would keep us disconnected from our integrity and our authenticity. For thousands of years, the light of awareness has been shared through the legacy of Teotihuacan and the Toltec teachings. Recover yourself for only $9.95 plus airfare. $9.95 plus airfare. Go to www.spiritrecovery.com and click on the Journeys link. That's spiritrecovery.com and click on the Journeys link. Our guest today is Katie Norris, creator of the host, The Cures in the Kitchen with Katie. We're talking about foods for healing degenerative diseases. Katie, welcome back.
Thank you. It's so great to be here, Bradley.
It's so good to have you here. It's always a pleasure. Come back tomorrow. We'll do it again.
we could.
We could. We should, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, my gosh. Speaking of tomorrow, I was invited by your husband,
Dr. Tony.
Dr. Tony, last day when I spoke with him.
Yes, at the Millionaire Mindset,
you're having an event at your house or gathering?
Tomorrow night, and you're coming,
I'm
right?
there.
I'll
be there. I'll be there.
Yeah, he has his family in
that's wonderful.
Ireland. You know, he's our Irish leprechaun.
Oh, my God. Should I wear a kilt or something?
If you want to. Hey, that's okay. Let me tell you, I think they look kind of cute, you
really?
know? Absolutely.
No.
Hey, I just saw Bono.
You did? She
yeah.
just did tell us about that. She just was at a great event.
I was at the American Idol finale, and we've got some of the idols coming on our show. You know,
The Cures in the Kitchen.
Cures in the Kitchen. Yeah, absolutely. You know, and anyways, but it was really fun. I mean, I'm telling you, to see all from Lady Gaga to Tom Jones to Bono to amazing people, and TLC, really incredible people on the show. It was
That's
just
wonderful.
It's like a life. I think that was the best one they've ever done.
Oh, I'm
for sure.
so
When
happy.
I saw the Spider-Man up there, I said,
Really?
I guarantee you Bono's coming on, because he's got the big Hollywood show,
Right.
the Spider-Man, and oh my gosh, it was just amazing.
I'm
Really
so
fantastic.
happy for you. It's so much fun to watch the enthusiasm in you.
Beyonce, how about Beyonce? She was on there too.
Oh.
She's such a spiritual. She's really beautiful.
Is she
person.
really?
Yeah, she is actually.
Wow, she's
amazing.
an authentic individual.
Yeah, and she's very talented too. You know, she's hip.
Hip.
Yeah, but
hip
spiritual.
to be square. No,
Right
that was Huey Lewis in the news.
Right on.
So tell me about these diseases, these degenerative diseases. We got cancer, we got arthritis, we got MS, we got all this. My mother beat MS, by the way.
Oh, fantastic.
All through her diet.
Yes. See, so you know
I
the power of this.
stuff.
That's
This
why you
isn't-
have people like me on this show.
This isn't for me. This is for everybody else out there.
I know.
So give us some clues. Do we need to take these one by one?
Well, here's the thing: is we have some pretty amazing things happening right now. Probably the two big buzzwords right now are what we'd call stem cell therapy, and you've probably heard that the last couple of years, and it's been a
Sure.
big controversy
All
in the
kinds, and
government.
I personally, and this is not a political show at all. We
Right.
don't do politics,
Right.
okay? But the more I understand about stem cell and what it does, I forget the research. Just move forward. Let's make it happen.
Right. But the crazy thing is one area that they're not really talking about is that we can build our own stem cells, because that's how we're going to help heal and repair
Well,
the things that are
you
wore
and I,
out.
You and I can build our own stem cells.
Absolutely.
Okay.
There's research on
okay,
that.
I'm taking notes now. Where's my paper? Come on now. Tell
No,
me.
it's really true. The thing is we think we have to go in and get injection deep into our bone marrow, because that's where we're going to get our stem cells that are going to help heal and repair what's wearing out on us. If we've got an serious immune dysfunction like lupus or HIV or something like that, it's like we've got some bad replication going on in our DNA and things like that, and so we really need to reprogram and regenerate
Our own replication.
Yeah, we need to. Yeah, and so this allows that type of healing and rejuvenation to occur in the body, and it's just like a renewing factor. But here's the thing: is it's in our bone marrow, that's where they're going to inject or extract your stem cells, and then grow your stem cells, and then re-inject them.
Our own stem cells, unique to each one of us.
Right, exactly. But here's the thing. Another area where we have unbelievably powerful stem cells, probably even more powerful than in our bone marrow, is in our adipose tissue in our little fat pack in our
Adipose
tummy.
tissue.
In our tummy. And that's where the brown fat cells are, where we think are permanent. There's.
You know this is good, everybody, because she's getting real excited.
I know, and here's the thing: is what I really want research to occur on is when people are doing this special weight loss program that we do in our center. It's with the HCG. It's that hormone that women excrete when they're pregnant, and it's like it makes you release your brown fat cells so you don't starve to death. So it's like eating a fatty meal, and
Wow.
so it'll reduce. I mean, it'll help release maybe 1 pound to 4 pounds a day, that kind of a thing. And you're not hungry, and you're only eating 500 calories. But the thing is I believe that because people feel so incredible on this program, and it doesn't take very long to do, and you can lose a lot of weight very safely. I believe that it's liberating these stem cells. I really want, I want to maybe fund a study, or I don't want to really be involved with it, because I don't want it to be like a one-sided thing. I want it to be a genuine study. So I want to work with Cornell University or something like that to do something like that.
Before we went on the air, you told me that you were going to put me through that program.
Yeah.
So I'm
yeah.
going to come back and tell everybody, and I'll tell everybody along
Well,
the way.
you know what? We'll do a show on that, because
Yeah,
I can
absolutely.
guarantee
Let's do
you're
it.
going to have an amazing. You feel incredible on this.
Oh, man.
Really, it's one of the
Let's just stop the
most
show now and go
powerful.
do it.
It resets your metabolism,
I
because
love it.
people they'll
I'm so
try
excited.
to they think starving themselves, which is the wrong thing
Wrong
to do.
thing, wrong
right,
thing.
exactly. But
Right.
even if they're eating all the right things and they're doing exercise, many times they cannot go any further, and they cannot lose the areas that are so difficult to, like maybe their hips or their tummy or things like that.
I was at the gym this morning, and I ran into a woman who I watched at the gym for forever. I've been going to this particular gym for 10 or 12 years, and I see this woman all the time.
Right.
And sometimes we talk, sometimes we don't, but I always, and she let me know today, this is a beautiful, strong-looking girl, solid-looking girl. She said to me, I have arthritis here, and I have arthritis there, and I have this tissue there, and I was so hurt by that.
Right.
And I wish that I had the knowledge that you have, and that's why you're on the show. So tell us how do we attack, because arthritis is so big.
Arthritis,
in the
yeah,
country.
exactly.
How do we attack that?
Well, there's quite a few different facets for arthritis. For instance, I did some research on it where there's the IgA, IgF, IgG. These are the immune factors and growth factors that help heal and repair the tissue damage in our body, and we can actually find them in certain substances. When a woman is breastfeeding, the first sticky yellow stuff that comes out of her breast for a newborn is what they call colostrum, which has lactoferrin in it, which helps to heal and repair tissue damage, and it actually has been scientifically proven to kill tumor cells. Well, that's what gives us our immune system. Really, it's one of the factors. And here's the thing: is it can actually help. Like when we get older, the reason we get arthritis, I call it a seepage disease. Our
seepage
cellular
disease.
walls, then they start to float apart, and they get large gaps in the cellular wall. And then the food and pathogens, instead of going out through the rectum and going to the bathroom, it actually goes and seeps into there and goes into the bloodstream, and it goes up into the shoulder and down into the hip and to these different areas, and because we're just kind of falling apart, you know what I'm saying? And so what it does is the colostrum and the lactoferrin, mostly the colostrum, will go in and tighten up those walls, and they call it IgA, that kind of immune factor and growth factor, and it'll actually bring it back together and heal the intestinal wall, which is fantastic.
Okay, so how can they get a hold of this? How can they do this?
Then go to my website, energyessentials.com, and get the colostrum and lactoferrin. You should do it once a year at least for 6 weeks, because
energyessentials.com.
Yeah, I mean, they did they talked about it on The View not too long ago, and saying how incredible it is. One of the doctors came on there, and it really is. It's like it's a must to do, because it just renews that ability to help heal and repair the tissue damage.
What about
in the
cancer?
body.
We talked about the big C opening up.
Yeah,
here.
Cancer is honestly, I feel that almost every disease out there is malnourishment.
It's
Truly.
malnourishment, but isn't it an emotional disease as well?
It can be, absolutely. Yeah. I always look at that. As a matter of fact, I had a patient come in the other day, and I worked at the Norris Cancer Center, and so I only work in conjunction with maybe their doctors or whatever, but I work on the nutritional aspect of it. But I always ask about what big event.
Hold on.
You got a break here, right?
If you got a question or comment for me or my guest, feel free to send it to us at an instant message at coolchangeradio@yahoo.com, coolchangeradio@yahoo.com, and we'll be right back with this beautiful woman. I want to just thank you all for being with us. It's only because of you and your support that we can do what we do. You can donate now at thecoolchangefoundation.org. That's thecoolchangefoundation.org. This is Cool Change Radio, your home for self-improvement and a place to reshape your vision of what's possible. Feel free to contact us, as I said, on coolchangeradio@yahoo.com, coolchangeradio@yahoo.com. We're broadcasting live from Freddie Siegel Studios. My name is Bradley Quicken. Yes, we'll be right back.
There are self-help seminars costing thousands of dollars, guaranteeing miraculous transformations. There are compelling speakers and life-changing weekend experiences where you can walk on fire. They all deliver revelations that guarantee you'll come back for the more expensive revelations filled with even greater wonder next month on Fiji. We get addicted to positive, heartfelt, expensive theater. What we really need is a jumpstart, an awakening, someone who can give us a reminder that everything we need lies within. Through inspiration and practical knowledge, Dorothy Donahue helps people get grounded and motivated, inspired and energized. It's not just words and affirmations and the power of intention. It's a mindset brought about by a tangible, transcendental experience, an audio-visual, physical, spiritual experience that helps us realize we transform ourselves. We get tools to become the conscious co-creators of lives of unlimited potential. Find out more. Go to DorothyDonahue.com. You're listening to The Quick Fix with Bradley Quick. Purpose, power, motivation. We'll be right back.
Get quality goods for less from Bag City, serving all of Reno, Denver, Las Vegas, Bakersfield, Salt Lake City, Los Angeles, and many more cities. Up to 70% below retail on everything. Coin purses, wallets, organizers, purses, briefcases, backpacks, travel and garment bags, and ladies' and men's leather jackets. All discounted, all up to 70% below retail. Bag City, the best for less? Bag City serving all of Reno, Denver, Las Vegas, Bakersfield, Salt Lake City, Los Angeles, and many more cities. Contact Bag City at 818-990-1795. That's Bag City, quality goods for less money. Bag City, where 15% of all sales go to local charities. You can't beat that. You help local charities while getting quality goods at up to 70% below retail. Contact Bag City now at 818-990-1795. Contact Bag City today and get quality goods for less money. That's 818-990-1795. Shop Bag City to save. Shop Bag City for charity. Bag City, 818-990-1795. All right, welcome back. You're listening to Cool Change Radio, your home for self-improvement and a place to find your passion and your purpose. I'm Bradley Quick. We're right here right now to provide you with alternative solutions to the issues in your life. My new book titled The Quick Fix, A Simple Process for Positive Change is now available on Amazon.com. It contains a proven method for achieving serenity, finding your purpose and your passions. Listed on Amazon.com under the full title of The Quick Fix, A Simple Process for Positive Change, and it's there for only $24.95. Or for just $9.95, you can visit my website and order an e-copy and receive the original guided meditation positive chat power CD absolutely free with your purchase. Absolutely free, and there's no easier way to attain positive change in your life than with positive chat power and the Quick Fix. There just isn't. Simply go to bradleyquick.com. That's bradleyquick.com and receive your ebook in minutes, if not in seconds. So go get the paperback version at amazon.com. Energy Essentials is a cleansing, weight loss, and rejuvenation center to combat the over-assault of environmental, chemical, bacterial, viral, drug-induced stress-related pesticides and other toxins we are exposed to utilizing cutting-edge holistic protocols for the whole body. Joining us once again is one of the creators of Energy Essentials and the creator and host of The Cures in the Kitchen with Katie, Miss Katie Norris. Katie, welcome back.
It's great to be here.
It's so good to have you here.
We're having a lot of fun today, aren't we?
We're having all kind. We always have fun.
We do. I love it.
Me too. So let's. We were talking about cancer, right? And
Yes.
there's various types of cancer.
Oh, there's so many different types of
But
cancer.
is it all different cures for the different types of cancer? Or is it all the same?
Yeah, I think
cure?
that I think truly everybody has to find their own way. But I think there are certain nutritional deficiencies
They're
that are typical in almost every cancer. I
Right.
think, yeah, and or things that would foods that will actually be very helpful for many cancers.
Right.
So, yeah. So I think that the key to cancer and what I feel is like the serious malnourishment, because what we see is either some kind of huge emotional. We were talking about earlier. in the segment.
Malnourishment. Let's just define that here. We're not talking about somebody who doesn't get enough food. We're talking about somebody who has maybe too much food, but the wrong food, right?
Right, exactly. And that's what we're seeing. And, oftentimes you'll see it in an obese person because they continuously will eat. You'd see, maybe it's their comfort food or whatever. They eat or they overeat or they don't eat properly. They eat too much at one sitting and so they overload the liver or whatever. But the thing is they're eating the wrong foods and because they're not satisfied. They can't get enough nourishment because they're eating the chronic same foods, same foods over and over.
The automatic switch that
Denatured
goes,
foods.
the automatic switch inside that goes off that says we got enough. We're satisfied because of the nutrients it's received.
Right.
Not
exactly.
necessarily the quantity, but the nutrients received doesn't go off, doesn't get stimulated.
That's
right?
exactly right, because the body is just getting filled with if you're getting the right foods, you don't need to eat big. The portion size should be no bigger than the palm of your hand, and you should be chewing it about 20 to 25 times at least each bite, and then it's going to signal down, create enough digestive enzymes because it's the enzymes that are so amazing as far as creating, reducing inflammation in the body, which is the hallmark of almost every single disease. And the thing is if you're eating the right foods, you are getting amazing amount of enzymes in the body, and that is going to help you to get the nourishment you need to digest the food, to eliminate it properly, And
So how do we get this stuff to stop this cancer in our body?
Well, I think you have to look at what are the foods that are going to be, that are going to help with that. And one of the biggest ones is fats, the good fats. And we're not talking about like safflower oil or corn oil, which they're touting as good plant oils. Those are really so high in the omega-6s, which are actually known to cause, when you have too many of those, it competes with the omega-3s, which you need way more of, and it actually becomes an inflammatory response.
So the omegas are fighting the omegas.
They are. That's exactly
like
right.
A clan feud, right?
Exactly. Right on. Yeah.
A clan feud.
Yeah, and the thing is if you're getting good extra virgin olive oil, if you're getting, and even avocado oil is the new big oil that is right up there, but it can actually, if you're going to heat your oil, that's the one you want to use because it can take higher heats. And the young baby coconut oil, it's so amazing for the heart.
So we got coconut oil, we got avocado oil,
and olive oil. Those are simple.
Wait,
then you've got flax oil and borage oil. I mean, these are the type of oils, or the primrose oil, that are so incredible for you to help lubricate the cells, protect them from invaders, so that these tumor cells and organisms and viruses can't attack them anymore. And also, it helps to make us happy. You know what I'm saying? Those are the happy oils that make us happy and are fantastic for cognitive thinking, and protecting the brain. Also helps to eliminate better and lubricate the body and help you lose weight. Absolutely. You
Wow.
need the good fats to lose weight. But we have a fat metabolism, poor fat metabolism epidemic in this country, because that's why we have so much obesity, because people cannot break down their fats. Because their liver is so backed up.
Is that the reason why there's so much obesity in the country?
That's part of the reason.
Part of it, because I was going to say
is,
the consumption
absolutely.
of food is
Right.
a big part of it as well.
Right, exactly. And then, of course, eating the wrong kind of carbohydrates, the simple carbohydrates, the white sugars, the white flours, that kind of stuff. We see that all day long, you know what I'm saying? And once we shift people, get them away from foods that are giving them maladaptive reactions. For instance, people are eating, a lot of people out there ingest glutinous foods like wheat, barley, oats. There are actually gluten-free grains, even gluten-free oats out there that you could eat that will not cause what I call a maladaptive reaction. What is that? That's inflammation in the body or pain.
No, some of us may understand this and some of us may not, okay?
Right.
This is a lot of information to take in one setting.
I know,
okay?
it's tough around me.
Hold on. No, you're wonderful. We'll keep this going, okay? You and I will just keep this banter going.
Right.
But for those people out there that are used to opening the refrigerator door, pulling out something, sticking it in their mouth, putting it back and closing, going to the medicine cabinet. What do they do? What is the simplicity? What is the 1, 2, 3 step for cancer, for arthritis, for diabetes, for all that stuff?
Okay, you need the good fats. That's a big one. You need a lot of antioxidants, because like I said, inflammation is linked to over 70 of the top degenerative diseases.
Okay, so do I
cancer, heart disease,
do I go to the? I'm gonna knock you out, lady. Do I go to? Get Katie's Organic Greens? Do I get the Katie's Whole Food Vitamin C? What do I do? What do I do?
Right.
Give
Okay.
me something to
Here's
do.
the thing. You need. Here's the basis of what you need. You need to eat from your gardens, basically. You need fruits, vegetables.
Okay, we don't have
legumes,
gardens.
grains,
Now what?
nuts,
Do they
and
go to
seeds.
the
Okay,
store?
but then you need to go to the store and
Right.
get these organic foods that are so amazing. And if you can't, you should definitely go to my website, energyessentials.com, and at least get the Katie's Organic Greens. And if you have a problem with gluten, not that barley grass is glutinous, but you could also get the gluten-free one because it's rich in asparagus,
Right.
but it tastes fantastic. And you can also get the Katie's Organic Greens, the Katie's Whole Food Vitamin C, because vitamin C that's your number one antioxidant
That's the,
against.
the
and it's
maintenance,
the number one ingested nutrient in the world, but yet everybody's taking it in a synthetic form,
Right.
which is, I always say, when it comes to your health, you got to do the real deal. You know what I'm saying? Because those are the true building blocks of the body. These synthetic things, they can create a mechanism in the body, but it's only the food that activates it. So why not just do food? That's what I think.
Right.
And so you need a lot of antioxidants to put out the inflammation and the free radical damage that's occurring in the body, and it's a whole free radical damage
so
that people know.
They can go to energyessentials.com, energyessentials.com, and collect all this information,
right,
bit by bit, so they can digest it on their own.
Yeah,
Right?
and I'm a real big person about symptoms. Like your body will tell you what's going on, and if you understand what your symptoms mean, like why do you have a thick tongue? Because you're stressed out. You need your stress vitamins, and those are the B vitamins, but not the ones that you find in the store, because those are synthetic and they have petrochemicals that your body can't break down. You really should be getting lots of green leafy vegetables and brown rice, organic brown rice.
This is all about nutrients,
but you can also get a whole food B complex. So you go to our website and get that also. But that it's all about our foods.
Wow,
it really is.
Her name is Katie Norris. She's a spectacular woman. She's sitting right here in front of me. She's going to give you guys some great information. You can check her out if you have a question for her while she sits here. She's at coolchangeradio@yahoo.com, IMS at coolchangeradio@yahoo.com, or you can go to her website, which is energyessentials.com, energyessentials.com. You can even email her at info@energyessentials.com, info@energyessentials.com. I take it the 591 number is accurate, yeah?
Yes, it is.
818-591-9355.
That's right.
818-591-9355. Call Katie Norris. Let her help you help yourself. 818-591-9355. So they visit your site. They look at what's good fat, what's bad fat, right?
Right.
They have a
Actually, I'll tell you, sometimes people don't know what fats to do. So I say, when all else fails, take Tony's Omega Plus. If you go
Doc Tony's.
Yeah, Doc Tony's, and you can go to radiantgreens.com for that, and it's got every one of the good fats in it, and so you're not missing anything. And it's really fantastic. And you will notice in your cognitive ability, you usually see a huge difference. Like, I really noticed that. And it just almost every disease is linked to not having the good fats. I mean, as a matter of fact, you can't even have big, beautiful cheeks and skin and wrinkle-free skin without having the good fats, because that's what brings the moisture to the underneath there.
Right. So when people say it's you shouldn't be eating fats, you just the wrong fats you shouldn't be eating.
It's exactly right. Those hydrogenated, the partially hydrogenated fats, even the saturated fats. Here's the thing: the young baby coconut oil, that is a good fat, but even though it's a saturated fat, it is a medium chain fatty acid that is incredible to help you lose weight and is incredible for the heart. So
you got to do me a favor.
What?
Let's put Paul Medrano off here, Mr. Universe off here. I want to take you through this next segment, okay?
Right on.
I'm right on. That's
right
first
on.
time,
Let's get to the curcumin and the turmeric and the ginger.
You remember that? The curcumin, the turmeric, and the ginger, okay? And we'll do that, all right?
Right on.
All right, I'm so excited about this. Stay put, everybody. You're in the right place. This is Cool Change Radio. I'd like to welcome our new talk show hosts, Dr. Doug Lear, Gary Cornegay, Elaine Baker, and Champion Life Coach in their new show, Coaching Couples on the Couch, to our weekly lineup. Very smart, informative people with some very enlightening show topics, all starting next week. Watch the schedule for dates and times. We're coming right back with more of Katie Norris, and then we might get to Mr. Universe, but we might not. This is your home for recovery, your Solutions Radio Network. We'll be right back.
Self-help seminars costing thousands of dollars, guaranteeing miraculous transformations. There are compelling speakers and life-changing weekend experiences where you can walk on fire. They all deliver revelations that guarantee you'll come back for the more expensive revelations filled with even greater wonder next month on Fiji. We get addicted to positive, heartfelt, expensive theater. What we really need is a jumpstart, an awakening, someone who can give us a reminder that everything we need lies within. Through inspiration and practical knowledge, Dorothy Donahue helps people get grounded and motivated, inspired and energized. It's not just words and affirmations and the power of intention. It's a mindset brought about by a tangible, transcendental experience, an audio-visual, physical, spiritual experience that helps us realize we transform ourselves. We get tools to become the conscious co-creators of lives of unlimited potential. Find out more. Go to DorothyDonahue.com. You're listening to The Quick Fix with Bradley Quick. Purpose, power, motivation. We'll be right back.
I'm Melody Beattie, author of Codependent No More. 7 times more Americans have hepatitis C than AIDS. I'm one of them. If you're one of the millions of Americans with hepatitis C and your doctors are treating you with interferon, then you're clearly aware of how your life has been turned horribly upside down. Backed by huge pharmaceutical monies, the medical community swears there's only one dangerous, disabling way to battle this silent killer. It's not true. There are alternatives, and they work. Triumph Over Hepatitis C is a book written by best-selling author Lloyd Wright, who fully recovered from this frightening disease. Lloyd is helping others to take charge of their lives and fight for their body's freedom from this crippling illness. His program is working for me. Call the people at Hepatitis C Free now at 866-HEP-C-FREE. That's 866-HEP-C-FREE. Don't become another medical statistic. Find out the truth about hepatitis C and get your life back.
Get your copy of Triumph Over Hepatitis C at Barnes & Noble and at hepatitiscfree.com. Call 866-HEP-C-FREE.
All righty, welcome back. Welcome back. Thanks all of you for joining us on CoolChangeRadio.com, Facebook.com, and BradleyQuick.com. So you know you can catch all our live and video recorded shows at CoolChangeRadio.com and over 700 hours of my best audio interviews, your favorite topics and personalities at BradleyQuick.com. You're listening to Cool Change Radio, broadcasting live from Freddie Siegel Studios. We're your home for self-improvement and a place for positive life enhancement. Cool Change Radio would like to welcome our new talk show hosts, Dr. Doug Lear, the Dr. Doug Lear, airing 3 p.m. Mondays, interventionist Elaine Baker, and her new show, People Who Make a Difference, airing Wednesdays at 11 a.m., and our entrepreneur Gary Cornegay and his new show, Academy of Leadership, airing Thursdays at 2 p.m. starting in June. I do look forward to our new lineup at CoolChangeRadio.com, including Coaching Couples on the Couch. coaching couples on the couch. You like that one, don't you? And, you know, you can join me at Recover Yourself with Lee McCormick and Emily Greaves in Teotihuacan, Mexico, this July 14th through the 19th. Recovery is not about you becoming someone else. Recovery is about you reconnecting to the truth of who you really are and have always been. Lee McCormick is the founder of Spirit Recovery and author of the Spirit Recovery Meditation Journal. He's also the creator of The Dreaming House and leads workshops all over the world. Emily Greaves is an artist and healer dedicated to helping people find connections to divine in their lives. She has lived in Teotihuacan for the past 10 years and is intimate with the local community as well as the energy of the pyramids. That's Recover Yourself, Lee McCormick, Emily Greaves, and me, Bradley Quick, in Teotihuacan, Mexico, July 14th through the 19th. You don't want to miss this, and it's all yours for only $9.95 plus airfare. That's $9.95 plus airfare. For reservations and information, please visit www.spiritrecovery.com and click on the Journeys link. That's spiritrecovery.com. Click on the Journeys link, and I will see you not only every day here on the show, but I'll see you in Teotihuacan, Mexico, July 14th through the 19th. For those of you watching us on YouTube, we're going to have the whole show here, so you don't have to go anywhere. Because I don't think we're going to get to Mr. Universe, because I'm so enthralled with our guest, Katie Norris. And we were talking about, what was it, cumin?
Turmeric,
Cumin?
oh, and ginger.
Ginger or garlic?
And
or,
garlic,
yeah, what was
all
it? Come on.
those. Oh, yeah.
Tell us that. And those can be found generally in the spice rack.
Absolutely.
In most
absolutely.
homes. So
Right
tell
on.
us, how's that going to benefit us?
Well, most of those things actually help with inflammation, and like I said, inflammation is a hallmark of almost every single disease. You know, and you almost have to understand that we think that inflammation is just we see inflammation. Oh, your arm is inflamed.
And big,
no,
right.
no.
It's
But
got-
what happens is you have to. It can affect our hormones, how our hormones, poor hormone production. It can affect
Wait,
how
let
our
me-
nervous system is.
Clarify
that
something.
inside,
Clarify
you know?
something. Inside, the cell can actually be inflamed?
Absolutely.
And when
exactly.
the cell must get inflamed before we
the
notice anything on.
tissues can be inflamed. The vascular system. You're
But the
looking
point
at,
is, by
'cause
the time we see something get big or large or some bump or something on
It's
us,
already
it's
at it.
already way, way huge underneath
absolutely, that's exactly right. And like when you get inflammation in the heart, you might get angina. You might get little. Feeling of discomfort and heaviness in the chest and things like that. These are all symptoms that we should be looking at. It's kind of crazy because we think it's just but we have to think pain equals inflammation. You know what I'm saying?
that. Pain equals
Absolutely. And
inflammation.
pain is an epidemic in this country.
Right,
There's
right.
no doubt about it.
Well,
no doubt.
I was listening to a lot of some of my favorite radio shows, as a matter of fact, and some of
Mm-hmm.
my favorite networks thrive on their commercials and their advertisements by condescending words, but all about pain. Bringing out
Right,
your pain, showing you how
exactly.
bad they think
Right.
you should feel
Right,
to
exactly.
jump in on their product.
But that's another whole. Let me tell you something. That's another whole story. Just talking about how we speak. That when we're talking negative and we're putting somebody down or we're in a negative environment, we're in a negative relationship or whatever, that creates pain and inflammation in the body also.
Right.
And that's a whole psychological thing. But honestly, we need to stay away from people that I call cancerous people that have just can't say. They always see everything half empty.
It'll never work. We're doomed for
exactly.
sure.
Oh yeah, we're gonna the
It's
2012.
over.
We're
It's
done,
over. It's
man.
over.
We're
It's
done.
done.
Right on. But you have to look at the manipulation that's happening in the world and everything, and in what as consumers, what we are being offered to help that pain and inflammation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to see through the if you want to have all kinds of side effects with the NSAIDs and different drugs that are on the market. The hydrocortisone and things like that. Fine, you can definitely continue in that route, but the effects of that are just so devastating in the body, and it's not actually helping heal it. When foods like turmeric, which is the super spice of this century, I have to say, as far as for inflammation and for cancer and all kinds of disease, the research on it is so freaking groundbreaking. It excites me. Everything I read about it, I just can't get enough of it. Because I love turmeric. I love Indian food.
They tell us now. I remember eating cinnamon toast when I was a kid.
Cinnamon's fantastic.
Put the butter on it and put the cinnamon on it. It was so good. Cinnamon now they sell it in capsules.
Oh, yeah, because it helps balance your blood sugar levels. Plus, it helps to reduce inflammation in the body.
Really?
Absolutely. It's one of those foods. And then you're looking at things like papaya, which you only should have organic papaya now because it's now genetically modified, thanks to our wonderful agricultural business out there. But that and pineapple, the center of the pineapple in particular, is full of the bromelain and anti-inflammatories that are absolutely incredible for us. They help us digest our food. I can tell you, if you have indigestion, you have inflammation, because that is absolutely a hallmark of inflammation. There's no doubt. And when you can have enough digestive enzymes, you're eating the right foods, you're going to digest your food fantastic. You're going to have fantastic bowel movements. I love talking about bowel movements because that is a sign that if you're having 2 to 3, maybe 4 a day.
What goes in good and comes out good, it's all good,
It's
right?
all good. It's all good. Absolutely. I mean, why not talk about it? Because everybody's so friggin' constipated out there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because of what they're eating and what they're choosing. And I think if they could ever get involved with the real life foods and from everything, I mean, people get tired of hearing about goji berries or an acai because it's so all over the internet.
Yeah,
kind
but
of thing.
when
But they're
somebody buys that stuff in a bottle, it's already been pasteurized, hasn't it?
Right, exactly.
It's
And that's
already
why
all
we do the
dead.
powders.
Yeah.
That are no heat has ever been used on
Right,
it.
right.
We don't do any pasteurization because why heat something like that and destroy all the enzymes in
Exactly.
it?
I'm
You can
behind you
maintain the
100%.
enzymes. It's fantastic.
Her name is Katie Norris. She's absolutely wonderful, absolutely fantastic woman. She's the creator and host of The Cures in the Kitchen with Katie. You can check that out at www.curesinthekitchen.com, curesinthekitchen.com. Or you can go to her home base, which is Energy Essentials, at energyessentials.com, energyessentials.com. And you can clarify any of this stuff we've been talking about.
Right on. We have a lot of research.
Yeah.
I'm a real big person. I'm not going to bring anything. I'm not going to talk about anything that doesn't have incredible research behind it. The sad thing is that all the stuff people are talking about are things that are they're either synthesized or they're manipulated so they can make a patent on it or something. When the truth is that there are actually there's amazing research on
Natural stuff.
on exactly things that from everything from brown rice, you know what I'm saying, to things like kelp and dulse, the sea vegetables that are full of minerals. Because where there's minerals, there's life. Where there's no minerals, there's no life. And that's why those are like the minerals are like the spark plugs that make us work and run.
I don't want to change the subject, but it's along the same lines. But if a lot of people eat fast food because it's inexpensive and it's quick and it's easy, right?
Exactly.
And I know if I go buy a bunch of vegetables, last me 3 or 4 or 5 days, sometimes a week.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll buy a bunch and it costs me less than $20 to eat vegetables all week, right?
Right, exactly.
But is there some food?
People are lazy. They don't want to prepare it.
Is there some food that they can buy inexpensively that will feed a bunch, feed big quantities?
Absolutely. You could make a shake a day, to get the Katie's Organic Greens. I'm not trying to tout my stuff, but I did it to save my son's life, and it has stuff in it for every organ and gland and tissue and bone, veins, arteries, everything in the body to help clean it, strengthen it, nourish it, nurture, help heal and rejuvenate those cells, because our cells make up all our glands, organs, tissue, bones, veins, arteries. And there are things in there that actually help the telomerase, and those are the telomerase. That's the big thing right now.
It's the telomerase.
Exactly, it's the telomerase, and that's our ability to replicate the DNA in the cells. And that is a huge, huge thing because our DNA is everything. It's if we have poor replication of the DNA, and it's duplicating a sick cell, you're going to have cancer or some kind of disease. You know what I'm saying? And this is what actually helps heal it and repairs it and allows it to elongate the telomerase. When you have shortened telomerase, you're sick. You have disease in the body. When you have longer, they're like the shoestrings. When they become frayed, you can't use them anymore. Eventually, you can't even tie your shoes. You ever have that when you're a kid?
Yeah, sure.
That's like the chromosomes in our cells and stuff. And so when you eat all of these foods, these vegetables and fruits that are rich in this Katie's Organic Greens, they are rich in telomerase activators. They actually activate the ability to elongate them. And that's where you're going to see massive healing in the body,
Do me a favor. A favor. Promise me you'll come back.
I will. I love this show. This is, I think, one of the best shows, hands down. There's no doubt. Really.
It's so great, though, and it's so much fun because we get
But
to talk about
Tony's
some
show
important
on
stuff.
KABC, if you watch that on Sunday mornings at 5:30, on Sunday mornings, it is fantastic on KABC 790. It's a phenomenal show, really.
Really? Is
Yeah.
it on? When's it on?
It's on Sunday mornings at 5:30.
Wow.
And KABC is such a, you're looking at
huge, yeah.
huge,
Right.
really, huge people on that show. So
That's wonderful. Dr. Tony O'Donnell, what is Dr. Tony O'Donnell's web address?
RadiantGreens.com.
RadiantGreens.com.
That's right.
RadiantGreens.com.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here with Katie Norris from The Cures in the Kitchen with Katie.
Right on.
Oh, God, what a great thing. You got some really prominent people coming up on your show, yeah?
Right, definitely. We sure do. We've got we've got a lot of superstars, like singers and a lot of,
But guess what?
What?
I hate to break it to you, but we're out of time.
Oh,
This
that's too bad.
This song is over.
I know. But I hope they'll go to my website,
All right. I'd like to give a great big thanks to Freddie Siegel and our friends at YouTube and Google for the financial support that our new hit channel, YouTube.com, has brought us. It's Cool Change Foundation to YouTube. Amazing. The Cool Change Foundation to YouTube. It's created by BuzzBros.com. That's Ken Sheets. We're pushing 1 million views. It's just amazing. I'd like to give a great big thanks to our guest, the beautiful, the wonderful, the fabulous Katie Norris, creator and host of The Cures in the Kitchen with Katie at curesinthekitchen.com. Curesinthekitchen.com. You can look her up at Energy Essentials, energyessentials.com, energyessentials.com. I also like to thank the people that make this show happen. Our fantastic engineers, Robert Gainey, author of Rockin' Your Stage Sound, available in bookstores everywhere. Rockin' Your Stage Sound. Go get that book. You can sound as good as we sound. And our fitness expert, Paul Madrano, who wasn't here this week, we'll catch him next week. The show is produced by Bradley Quick Productions and has been made possible by Fred Siegel, YouTube, Google, BuzzBros, the Salvation Army, Universal Studios, Milestones Ranch, Malibu, and many others, including the Cool Change Foundation. And remember, it's time for a cool change for the Cool Change Foundation. Go check out all the shows. Go to bradleyquick.com, check it all out, and we'll let you see her one more time. Her name's Katie Norris. Wave, Katie.